Oh, I'm live? Huh. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Welcome to whatever the fuck this is. Let me get a drink. Get my throat all ready to talk some shit because, you know, I think the world's got some pretty fucked up shit going on in it. All right. I'm just going to say, everywhere we look, there's some kind of fuckery going on. All right. Everywhere. I mean, we got all kinds of shit to argue and fight about. We got all kinds of shit going on. But, people still find time in their day to go and find more shit wrong, even when you got to make a stretch to make it wrong. So, what I'm going to talk about today for today's fucked up Friday or Friday fuckery or whatever is Jason Aldean. Now, I'm not a country music person at all. Okay. I don't listen to country music. I haven't liked country music since 9/11. I think that post 9/11 country music sucks. All of it. I think that as soon as 9/11 happened, I think that the record executives and the marketing professionals all started to use music and pop culture to sort of shape our culture. Okay. And I think that they do that through everything, through hip hop, through country. I'm taking these off right now. Through all kinds of shit. Okay. So movies, music, mainstream, all these things are just sort of perpetuating ideas and cycles to the American public. Okay. And I think that since 9/11, I haven't really been a fan of country music because I don't really like all that puffed up fake patriotism, mucho American bravado shit. That's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? To each their own. So I just been looking at the internet and I couldn't help but notice that a bunch of people were talking about Jason Aldean and this song that he's got that's new. It came out in May, apparently, and it's called Try That in a Small Town. And apparently the internet is up at arms because now Jason Aldean is a racist. So being curious about these kind of things, because I love to read about pop culture and look, I went and I Googled the video and I watched it. And it's exactly what I said that they've been doing since 9/11. It's like, it's propaganda disguised in country music to sort of like, I don't know, put a message out, right? I mean, it's low hanging fruit. Yeah, I mean, he's playing to the crowd clearly, but the music video didn't come off as racist to me. Okay. It came off as like pop culture bullshit with lots of fucking imagery from the riots, the BLM protests, some of the things that we've seen in the last couple of years on our TVs and in our streets. And, I'm located in St. Louis. So if you're watching this, St. Louis has been a hotbed of this sort of activity, man, with the Ferguson issues, with Mike Brown, with the George Floyd protest. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you shit. I don't need to tell you anything. Everybody already knows where I stand on all these things. I'm not a fan of racism. I think that if you're a racist, that you're probably stupid because you have to be to think that because your skin color is a certain tone that you might be better than someone else. You have to be a fucking idiot to think that, okay? You just have to be. No one with an IQ over 64 thinks that your skin color has anything to do with your personality, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. We could talk about culture and we could talk about, how your skin tone probably can affect, things that you might be into or whatever. I mean, stereotypes exist for a reason, but there's a difference between stereotypes and racism, right? So, I guess my point is that I went and looked at the lyrics myself, trying to find something in there that could be construed as racist. And I didn't really find anything. I mean, I'll read the lyrics to you. You guys probably already know the song. It's a country song. It sucks. Verse 1 goes like this, though. Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. I wish I could show you guys this shit. How do I show you this shit? Present. Share screen. Try that in a boom. So there we go. We got the lyrics. Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. Carjack an old lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. The chorus. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long. For you to find out, I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Verse 2, it's a long, lengthy one, quite intellectual too. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. God damn. I'm gonna tell you, man, Jason Aldean is far from fucking Shakespeare, okay? Because like, uh, this song sucks so far, okay? Like just reading it like this, I think the song sucks. Try that in a small town. Blah 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 blah. Here's the bridge, full of good old boys raised upright. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Try that in a small town, and then repeat the chorus. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Now, I guess I could have rapped it. It would have been pretty dope. But here's the thing. I don't see, like, I got to be honest. It's sort of weird that you put a lot of emphasis on thinking that this must be aimed only at black people, right? Because I got to tell you, there's a lot more people than black people that are carjacking, that are sucker punching, that are pulling guns on people. This isn't just a black thing. This is a unilateral thing, is it not? I mean, people of all color commit crimes. I guess that what people are saying is that the term good old boys is probably the most racist thing in there. And I guess that's probably the closest thing that you can construe to racism. If you look up the definition of, let's look it up. Fuck it. You guys can let's do this trick together. Cause I'm just trying to, here, look, good old boys meaning. See what it says. Let's go to Urban Dictionary because they're a reliable source of information. A good old boy. There are two different definitions here, two very different definitions here. A man or older boy from the South, in this case, the stereotypical redneck or hick, likes cheap beer, NASCAR, football, pro wrestling, hunting, and or fishing, and country or hard rock music. Not necessarily a bad person, but occasionally portrayed as a racist, though many could care less. Aside from occasionally cracking a racist joke with his buddies, this is not usually how he feels about blacks or Hispanics. Generally all about having a good time. They may speed to impress a girl they're taking on a date, but won't hit and run. They may have a few beers to impress her at the bar later on, or even get in a fight there, but won't get so drunk that he can't sober up or drive or send another guy to the hospital. Generally speaks with a country accent or a southern drawl, usually the former. Often drives a rusty muscle car or pickup, but at the same time, many seem to drive small Japanese cars. A good example of this type would be the Duke boys from the TV series and movie The Dukes of Hazzard. Often portrayed negatively, but not always a bad person. Again, they are pretty good natured. The thing that gets a little weird to me is that nobody likes to be stereotyped. Yet everybody loves to stereotype people. So we're going to automatically stereotype everybody labeled as a good old boy as a racist. I mean, we know how much everybody else hates to be stereotyped, right? Like, I don't like to be stereotyped. I don't like to be profiled. So why are we profiling and stereotyping? Just give it to Nelly. He makes all the country music better. It's all about having your townships back and helping each other out. Listen, I'm not by any means a Jason Aldean fan at this point in time. All right. I'm just going to say that I still don't like country music, and I still think that this song sucks. I could look it up and we could give it a play, but I don't really know how to circumvent the YouTube and Facebook algorithms to where I won't get banned and this video won't get muted for the shit that we're talking about. But I guess my whole point with this is that there is so much fucked up shit going on out there today. Okay. That we don't need to go out of our way and stretch real hard to make something worse than what it is. Now, I'm going to remind you that the media loves to divide people. And I think that this is another example of the media dividing people. Because let's be honest, this song's been out since May. No one gave a shit. No one screamed that it was racist. The media puts that idea out there. People put the ball in their mouth and they run to fucking town with it. Like, guys, there is so much fucked up shit out there that we don't need to invent new things that are fucked up. That's my point. Instead of trying to find some new shit, like, cool, you don't like Jason Aldean? I don't either. Don't buy his fucking record, okay? Don't download his song on iTunes. Don't watch his video on YouTube. Who gives a fuck, okay? Like, I don't even want to get into the tit for tat shit because I listen to a ton of music that says disparaging things about white people. Do I give a fuck? No. I still think that Travis Scott fucking jam hits hard as fuck. I don't care. And I am white people, all right? You know? I don't know who the Facebook user is there. You guys could click on the StreamYard tab and you can go talk about this thing. But guys, can't we just find some shit to be happy about? This is something I was talking about yesterday. People wake up in the morning and they're like, dude, I can't wait to either make myself a victim or find some shit to be upset about. Why? Life is short, motherfuckers. You should enjoy it every chance that you get. Okay? I go out of my way to avoid shit that I don't like. I really do. Like, if I see a pile of shit on the sidewalk, I walk around it. I don't step in it after I saw it, knew it was a pile of shit, and then complain that I stepped in a pile of shit. That seems counterintuitive to me. Okay? It just does. It seems counterintuitive. I don't get it. Guys, some of you motherfuckers need a hug. Okay? And I got to be honest, I give good hugs. All right? I'm a great hugger. You know, if you need some love and a hug in your life and you see me out and about, just ask for a hug. Okay? Is he a genius? Because I don't believe that Jason Aldean even wrote the fucking song, all right? Because I don't think the dude's a genius. The dude's a dipshit. And I got to be honest, it's weird to me that the Jason Aldean concert was the one that was shot up in Vegas, right? And then this song comes out and it's also a Jason Aldean song. So, like, this dude is clearly being used by the powers that be to deliver messages of segregation and images of, like, you know, yeah, he didn't write that shit. And if he, like, whoever wrote that shit was, I mean, come on, it's not exactly a lyrical genius. All right. Like, I've seen better shit written by ninth graders. I've read better haikus, and I fucking hate haikus. Write a haiku about that. How does it go? 3, 5, 7, something like that. 3, 5, 7, 3, 3, 5. I don't remember. Fuck haikus. Fuck whoever. Fuck this song. And fuck people out there just making this racist. Here's the thing that really agitated me about this, though. I seen somebody comment on this morning, and I'm not going to say her name verbatim, okay? Because I'm not going to put her on blast. But this is a chick who's constantly posting about, first of all, she has like 3 Facebook pages, okay? One of them is her name. One of them is her name with Bebecita in the middle. And then another one is like her name with some other variation of the shit. All 3 of these are active Facebook pages, which tells me that this chick is stalking some dude somewhere, okay? And then on top of it, she posts on all 3 of those Facebook pages. It's one of those fascinating profiles that I like to watch because mostly what she does is whines about how shitty her life is, about how she's ready to meet the love of her life. And that's about it. And then it's like selfies and shit from 34 different directions, thirst trap type shit that I don't be liking or commenting on Facebook because I have a wife. Okay. I don't have any interest. I like reading your stupid shit about the guy that fucked you over or whatever. Like, I just like to watch train wrecks. So, like, you're in my pile because you're part train wreck, right? So then I actually asked her because she said, fuck Jason Aldean, he's a racist, yada, yada. It inspired me to go look up the lyrics. I looked at the lyrics. I didn't find anything racist. I copied the lyrics. I pasted them on her page. And I said, could you just point to the racism for me? And, you know, it's all implied racism. It's that kind of shit. And then she goes and she makes a status immediately after I asked this question that, oh, motherfuckers never comment or talk on any of my posts. But then I make a post about racism and all the undercovers come out. So I guess that me asking this question on the one fucking post that she made that actually appealed to the conversationist in me, I guess that makes me a racist now. So now I'm a racist, just like Jason Aldean. It's weird how that shit works. Anybody, I don't need to clarify myself. You can think I'm whatever you want, man. You could call me whatever you want because all the people who know me and really matter already know what I'm about. And it ain't about racism. I'd never miss an opportunity to make fun of a racist because it is some of, like, honestly, if you're a racist, you're a dipshit. Let me say this again. If you think that you're better than somebody else because of the pigment of your skin, you're a fucking moron. Okay? It's the content of a man's character that makes him who he is, not the color of his skin. And I got to be honest, if I was going to lump sum a group of people based on the amount of assholes I met, then I for sure would think that white people were scallywags, because I've met far more pasty assholes than I have anybody else, probably just because I converse and interact with mostly pasty assholes just because of my demographic and my geographical location, you know? But that's the thing, man. Stereotypes. Nobody likes to be stereotyped, but everybody likes to be stereotyped. And that shit blows my mind. Okay? Like, nobody likes it. Do I have to go through the examples of stereotyping? Because it bothers me. And some of the stereotypes really annoy me. Like, I'm like, dude, this stereotype is ridiculous, because I could think of 5 stereotypes right off the top of my head that would, just ruin the whole stereotype thing. I just wonder if we're ever going to get to a point where we're not so obsessed with tribalism that we're looking to be separate from our fellow humans on every level possible. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in this shit together. We're all on this planet Earth. We're flying around in space. Our fucking planet is heated by a nuclear fire. We're on a ball of dirt flying through space and going to the great unknown. And all we can do is figure out ways to hate each other. Not me, motherfucker. I'm looking for ways to like each other. Okay? Because I know that we need each other. I mean, like, basically you can get the idea that you can tell everybody to fuck off and you'll be just fine. But dude, you need humans. You need interaction. We can help each other. I just wish we could get on the same fucking team, but the media doesn't want that to happen. And I got to be honest, I think the media is responsible for this one. I think that Jason Aldean has never been a fucking great songwriter. Okay. I think that country music sucks. Florida, Georgia, Aldean. Okay. It's all the same shit to me. They're appealing to, they're to the stupid side of humans. Rap music, country music, all this shit appeals to idiots. Okay. For the most part, you get offended if you want, man, but look at what they're talking about. Okay. So this shit influences our culture. Our kids are influenced by this music. Rap music on one hand is talking about trapping, murder, robbing, living the thug life. And we all know it because I've been rapping to the trap music too, okay? Then we got country music over here. I don't know. Let's be honest. This has got a little bit of fucking inflammatory business to it. It's referring, it's just separating. It's influencing, and none of it is good. So you know what you should do? You should turn that shit off and you should hum yourself a little song, man. Sing you some Kumbaya or some shit. Neil Thrasher, Kurt Allison, Tully Kennedy, and Kelly Lovelace wrote it, boss. Oh, well, it took 4 people to write that fucking piece of shit. Holy fuck, man. I'll tell you what, I never knew that I could be such an idiot and have like a good job. I could get that fucking job. I mean, because if that's all it took for them guys to get rich, was writing this piece of shit. How many words are even in the fucking thing? There's not very many words in this song. I mean, how long is the fucking song? Let me look it up, because I don't even, like, it can't be that long. What is the name of this shit? Oh, Try That. Okay, look, it's popped up here. We're going to give you guys. We'll go to this. Okay. Here we are. YouTube. Oh, who's that guy up there? Look, I typed try that in a small town. Here we go. Okay. Let's keep it down to where I don't need the intro. Oh, look. Patriotism, White House. Well, hold on. I'm going to say that I think that they did a very good job. Look at that. That's a white person throwing the Molotov cocktail.
Sucker punch somebody on the sidewalk. Carjacking old lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's...
I haven't heard anything that is...
Cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face. Scope on the flag.
That's a
And
white
light
lady
it
standing in a
up.
cop place. Let's just note that this motherfucker's wearing Crocs. Okay? That's somebody in Crocs burning an American flag. Like, you really give a fuck what that guy in Crocs is doing? He's wearing Crocs.
Yeah, you think it's tough.
Oh.
We'll try that in a small town.
Try that in a small town. It's all I can sing this shit. I hate country music. I don't even know that I could. They're upset about the lights on the flag. Well, I clearly don't know much about history. Somebody was hung there? Someone break this down. Like, if somebody's insightful and they could tell me a little bit about it and you could tell me why this is racist, then please step up and do so. What are we looking at? What Capitol building is this? I imagine it's a Capitol building. They're upset about the lights on the flag where a black man was hung on the court steps. In 1927. Okay. What are we, can you give me a little history? Could someone tell me exactly what it is we're looking at? Like, what is that? Tell me what building this is that we're looking at, because I'd like to read a little bit of the history of it. And then I'd like to find out, because, like, does Jason Aldean live there? I mean, did they go out of there? Because, like, if they went out of their way to use this building, yeah, that's fuck. Okay, I could jump on board. And it'll be like, yeah, if you went out of your way to use this building and you don't live anywhere around there, and then that's it's weird that you fucking went out of your way to go there. You know, Google it. I found it yesterday. Come on, guys, boys and girls. I'm talking. You Google it. All right. Be my helper. Old times on the South. Oh, yeah. Lots of shit went down. Like, the South was fucked up. It's still fucked up. We know that. So, I mean, like, what? Where is he supposed to do it? Where something bad hasn't happened? You're driving. I understand you're driving, Russell, but the Facebook user guy can't use his name. They could probably Google it. Help me out. I'll Google it. Video location. Jason Aldean's news music video is okay. Well, here we go. This is a start. And look who it is that puts this out. It's ABC News. July 19th. This is 3 months after the song. May, June, July. This is basically 3 months after the song comes out. This is ABC News. In the video, Aldean has been awarded a country music artist of the decade, blah, 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 blah. Performs in front of the Maury County Clubhouse. There we go. In Columbia, Tennessee. This is the site of a 1946 Columbia race riot and the 1927 mob lynching of an 18-year-old black teenager named Henry Choate. Aldean's video, which was released last Friday, has received fervent criticism online. Aldean has long identified as conservative, been a vocal supporter of President Trump. Why does anyone give a fuck what Jason Aldean thinks about presidential candidates? The video and a subsequent removal from CMT quickly blew up. Yeah, of course it did, because that's exactly what they were wanting. This is the first time. Where is Jason Aldean from? Let's find that out. Where is Jason Aldean from? Well, he's born in Macon, Georgia. So, yeah, all of a sudden, like, he continued to live with his mom after his parents split. Then he went and lived with his dad in Florida. Okay, so why did they pick, like, okay, so okay, so I'm going to recant a little bit. I'm going to say that I find it odd, too, that they picked this courthouse. Now, again, I'm not sticking up for Jason Aldean, okay? I don't like Jason Aldean. I'm not a country guy. But I do find it odd that they picked this courthouse whenever the guy's from Georgia, lived in Florida. Why is he in Tennessee? The thing about it is, this is all by plan, if you ask me. Okay? Yeah, it's fucking stupid, and it's either racist or it isn't. Let's say that. Let's agree with that. You can't be a little racist. You're either racist or you're not racist, right? So like with the combination of the video that was just released and the fact that this was done in Maury County Courthouse, which it just feels like wow. And I don't think it was a huh. So, well, I mean, of course, history's mostly bad. That's why we need to pay attention to it so we don't repeat the cycles. But I got to be honest, I do find it curious that whoever the producers of this video are picked that courthouse instead of the courthouse in Georgia or a courthouse anywhere else that didn't have the history that this courthouse has. So, if anybody has any like breakdowns or any more information about how this could possibly be considered racist, I'm all ears, man, because I got to be honest, after learning about this courthouse and all the weird shit going on, yeah, I think that's suspect. Why would they do that? Why is the government even allowing us to shoot music video? Like, you know that they like that's
before you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town.
The song sucks, first of all. Like, who the fuck even like the only people who like this, honestly, are like Trump supporting idiots, dude. Like, you Trump 2024. Like, oh, it said he moved to Nashville. All right, well, I'll go there too. Let's see. Where does Jason Aldean live? Or Jason Aldean and his wife Brittany's massive new home. Well, this was May 18th, 2021. Okay, well, I'm back to on the fence because he lives in Nashville. In Memphis. Oh, no. They live outside of Nashville. Let's find out where this Columbia, Tennessee. Let's just keep looking. Can we all agree that the song sucks, though? Because I think we could all agree on that the song sucks. All right, let's go to maps. Where is Columbia, Tennessee? Huh. Okay. All right. So I got to pull it back a bit because, you know, he lives there. He lives right by it, actually. We're looking here. Look, here's Columbia, Tennessee, where the courthouse is at, right there. And then there's Nashville. So what's the distance from Nashville to Columbia? Is there a pin to drop? Why am I using Apple Map? Like, isn't this Apple Maps? What is this stupid shit? It is Apple Maps. Huh. Well, let's see. Well, it looks to be, if I had to guess, it's like, that's pretty close. Like, that would be St. Louis and that would be Peevely, 25 minutes away, if you ask me. I don't know, though. So I'm not saying, you don't cringe when you see 8 or 10 youths beat the shit out of. What does that got to do with anything? What does that shit got to do with it? What is that? I don't cringe. What does that mean? I don't cringe. I cringe when I see 8 or 10 people of any color beating up on anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's 8 or 10 white people beating up a black person. I'm appalled. I think that's disgusting. Okay, it doesn't matter what fucking color they are. 8 or 10 people beating on one person is shit, no matter what fucking color it is. Okay, so get that straight. We don't need to. Oh, don't I cringe when I see 8 or 10 youths beat the shit out of white kid? No, I cringe anytime I see anybody beating the shit out of anybody. I like one-on-one fights. Those are great. I'll watch that shit all day long. Do that shit like a man. Don't hurt any. Like, there's no point in taking the fight too far. Okay? It doesn't matter who's beating the shit out of who. Anybody robbing who, I'm fucking appalled. I don't care if it's a white guy robbing a black guy robbing a rat guy. I like to do things the right way. It doesn't matter what fucking color they are. All right? I just think that people are eager to be divided by this subject. All right? And, you know, I try to argue it every day that racism isn't one of our biggest focuses, but man, people are so eager to jump on board that shit, you know? We did watch those two kids 1v1 on the golf course. I thought they were just wrestling. It turned out they were actually fighting. That was hilarious. I don't know what payback. See, I can just tell, man. I don't know what your name is, but you're locked into a mode of thinking, bud, and it's a dangerous mode of thinking. And unfortunately, you share a mind with a bunch of Americans that can't think for themselves either. All right. Here's the thing, guys. Ultimately, you got to be the change you want to see. Okay. If you don't like racism and you don't like racists, then you got to be the opposite of that shit. You got to be loving and open and like receiving to everybody, not just people of your color or whatever. You know, when you get a chance, you got to like step over that shit. Don't feed into it. Don't say things like, don't you cringe when you see 8 to 10 people beating up on a white guy? Yeah, dude. I cringe anytime 8 to 10 people are beating up on anybody, okay? Like, come on, man. They're playing us, people. They're playing us. Them Illuminati bastards are smart. They're intelligent. They know what they're doing. They know how to lead us. They know how to fucking push us in the directions they want. You know, Russell Shackelford sent me a conspiracy this morning that all the places that were burned down in the past few years riots have all been redeveloped by banks and shit, you know? I'm not twisting anything, Facebook user. Go put your name in there so I know who you are, or at least type it in there once or afterwards or something. I feel like I'm talking to an anonymous individual. Fucking racism. Jeez, man. You know, it's 2023. I just really thought we'd be over this shit already. I remember when I was a little kid, I was growing up. I grew up in the 90s, you know, like actually I was in GYS during the Rodney King trial. And it was an interesting period of existence for American public, man, you know. What up, Jake? I just thought we'd be past it. You know what I mean? Like if you know what's fucked up is racism and religion are both learned behaviors and they're passed down. You'll never just wake up as a child if you were unabated or unfettered by adults. You would never as a child just wake up and say, I think I'm better than that guy over there because I'm not the same color as him. Someone has to put those ideas in your mind. You know what I mean? I just thought that we quit handing these ideas to each other. You know, I think Oprah Winfrey was right when she said you just kind of got to let the old racists die because they're never going to change. They've been just like, they just had these ideas pounded in their head. It's what they believe. And they're dumb as fuck, so they're not going to stop believing it. Oh, man, don't even get me started. We got to cover one topic a day, bud, because the rabbit hole, the baby formula shortage, the food plants catching on fire, Bill fucking Gates. I'm telling you, these guys are smart. They turn us against each other with shit like Jason Aldean songs so that we're not noticing any of the shit that they're doing. You know what I mean? She did not say kill the old white men. That's not what she said, dude. Jake. You think that Oprah Winfrey said you got to kill the old white people? I typically don't even use a fact check, but let's just get. I've seen the fucking video. I'm gonna find the actual clip. It should just pop right up. I'd like to see just the clip. Huh. Let's go back to YouTube here. Old racists have to die. I agree with her.
Oprah said that old racists just have to die to further racial progress. And a lot of people are upset about this. She was in the UK to promote The Butler.
You guys hear it?
And she told her interviewer, Will Gompertz, that there needs to be some demographic pruning in order to get rid of racism fully. And what she means is that racists have to die to truly eradicate racism. Now, Hannity ran a commercial in response, basically making Oprah seem like the second coming of Satan or something. Bill O'Reilly talked about it. Mark Levin talked.
I'm gonna find this fucking clip because I watched her say it, and she didn't say old white people have to die. She said old racists have to die because they're not gonna release that fucking. God damn it.
Oprah, racist, but it the 5 on Fox News had Lewis called it the aging out of these kind of retrograde views, and Oprah is not wrong in what she's saying.
Not at all. She should have worded it a little bit differently, but we've talked.
Let's see if these people. Nick Cannon gets a pass. His kids are half white and he's racist as fuck. Oh God. Are you on multiple platforms? I am on multiple platforms. That's not what she said, though. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'll find it. I gotta stop reading the comments, man. Listen. If you ever want to come out here and do a show, I'd love for you to come out here and embarrass yourself with this shit. Come on, looking like Malcolm X. By the way, did you know Malcolm X spoke out against the media and racism before his death and was murdered probably by his own people? I mean, that's just, what do you know about Malcolm X? Malcolm X was he went through some turmoilous periods. I don't give a fuck if Oprah's racist. No, Oprah's not racist. Oprah hangs out with nothing but fucking pasty people at the top of the ladder. What are you even talking about? Oprah's racist? This bitch is best friends with Harvey Weinstein, you fucking nerd. She's not a racist. She's a fucking weirdo. She's an Illuminati fuckwad. Is Oprah a piece of shit? Yeah, but she's not fucking racist. Jesus fuck. Bro, this is the shit that is counterproductive. Everything that you're saying is just like, oh, well, this happened. So you're playing tit for tat, bro. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I'm the change I want to see. I don't do racist shit. I'm not going to fucking tit for tat. All right? You're driving me nuts. You even bring up the umbrella guy. Oh, fuck. I don't care what color you are. You're not black, Jake. Prove it. Post a picture. Come on the show then. Holy fuck. It doesn't matter. Listen, Oprah's not racist. She's an elitist. Here's what Oprah cares about. And yes, Oprah does hang out with her own people, rich people. Okay, because once again, the biggest dividing factor in this country isn't color. It isn't ethnicity. It's your fucking income. Okay, because if you've got money, you can defend yourself from every system in America, whether it's the legal system, the fucking political system, the criminal law system. All right. She's an elitist. So no, she's not racist. She just doesn't like peasants. And I'm a peasant. You're a peasant, you know? They use these motherfuckers to get shit in your mind. I'll tell you what you should do. I don't even read about Oprah. I don't read about celebrities unless this kind of shit comes up. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck what a celebrity thinks. I don't. Why do you? Why do you give a single fuck what Oprah Winfrey thinks? Why do you give a single fuck what any of these celebrities think? These motherfuckers couldn't be further from real life if they tried. They don't eat the same food as us. They don't get the same health care as us. They don't live the same life as us. Somehow you give a fuck about what they think or what their charitable organization does? Yeah, she's a piece of shit. So is every fucking person in the mainstream media. Jason Aldean, fucking Tom Brokaw, fucking Jake the Snake Roberts. Fucking pieces of shit. Okay? Yeah, lunar lateral. And look, man, this guy just keeps... I live with them. What is that? I'm just confused, dude. You're not making much sense. Yeah, Nick Cannon's a fucking douchebag. Yeah, his raps to try to get an Eminem. Nobody gave a shit about that, though. Yeah, I mean, the dude said a bunch of racist shit. Who gives a fuck? Ah, I should know better. Here, before I go today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys what you should do. You should get you a marijuana cigarette. You should get one. And then you should take the business end of that marijuana cigarette and you should stick it in your mouth. And you should light it. And you should take a puff. And you should breathe deeply. And you should think about the stupid shit you've been saying. And then you should stop saying stupid shit. Weird how it works. You're vaguing. You're being vague. I'd love to have you join the broadcast, though, so you could clearly explain with your face and your identity what you're trying to say, because that's the best way, you know. So I'm still gonna go with I don't think this shit is racist, but I do think people are so eager, dude. Look, here's the thing. I hope all the racists on any color and ethnicity, I hope they all kill each other. Really. You know, that way we don't have to deal with any of this stupid shit anymore. And the rest of us common sense, IQ having ass motherfucking humans can get along. You know what I mean? So I don't know, all you racists go meet each other in some street, tie each other's hands together like in that Michael Jackson video, and fucking knife fight to the death. Huh? Because I'm tired of you guys. Jesus Christ. You could fuck up everything. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of this video, remember? Don't we have enough shit to worry about without making everything racist? And then look at this shit. I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed in the human race. I really am. You guys would fuck up anything. We don't have a racism problem. You know what we really got? We got a stupidity problem. We got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers running around and just they get the ability to say whatever they want. And they get to put it on like I feel like maybe God damn it, man. I love freedom, but some of you guys are fucking it up. Like the freedom of speech, but you just keep saying increasingly stupider shit. Your name is showing up. Doug. I Bro, tell me you're a right-wing conservative without telling me you're a right-wing conservative. Now, I've seen that the Sound of Freedom movie has been labeled as a QAnon fucking conspiracy, right? Child trafficking is real. There's some weird shit going on in our world. And I don't want to think that like Hollywood and the politicians are like blood-sucking Satanists. But here we are, okay? Oh. The I haven't seen The Sound of Freedom yet, but I will watch it. And I'm Jake, you're allowed to have an opinion. It's just that some of the comments that you've made here make it hard to believe that, I don't know, it just comes off kind of, people read into so much shit. They're reading into Jason Aldean's video and making it racist. The shit that you're saying could easily be construed to racism, okay? And no, I don't. I still don't think Oprah Winfrey is racist. I think she's a segregist. She wants poor people the fuck away from her. Okay? That's what she wants. Look at the Scientologists, bro. Those people are fucked up and they exist. So, man, I'll tell you what, that's a whole nother subject. And I spent 46 minutes talking about shit I don't even want to talk about. I like to spend 14 more minutes, I guess, talking about shit that I might actually like to talk about. So, there is fucked up shit afoot. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. Look that shit up. It just went down. They just did that shit. It's where our politicians and our Hollywood actors go wear weird pagan suits and perform mock rituals. And they say they're just joking. We're just joking, but we do this on a regular basis, cyclical, and during, lunar events. So these guys are fucking crazy, man. Like, a lot of shit to digest there. And I love the conspiracy stuff, man. But I think that the biggest conspiracy that we're overlooking is how well the media controls our minds. It really does a good job, man. Look, I don't like the shit. And I just spent an hour and a half, talking about it, or an hour talking about it. I'm sick of everything being racist. I'm sick of everything being like offensive to somebody. I'm just from a period in time where we didn't give a fuck nobody gave a fuck if you were offended. They just didn't. They just did and felt like they wanted to, and they didn't give a shit how you felt about it. And I gotta be honest, I think there was something nice about that, because everybody wasn't out there trying to cater to each other, trying to be extra woke or like more sensitive to issues than the next guy. Like, because it's offensive to me to pretend to be sensitive about issues while not doing anything at all or giving a fuck about the issues. Does that make sense? I guess the biggest problem I have with woke culture is that they really aren't woke. They say that they're against these things, but they don't do anything to stop or change these things. And then we as people are very easily fucking distracted. And even when we have protests and we burn cities down, nothing changes and we don't even notice. And it bothers me, man, because I remember asking these questions and having these fucking live videos during like the George Floyd protest and talking about how we needed to be together and how we needed to ditch this shit and how we, like how everybody's rights were being violated, how police brutality affects everybody, not just black people. And like, I remember people just not even hearing anything that I had to say. And this is like the same shit just perpetuated. I wonder how long we could like it just, I don't know any other way to say it, but I just feel like the American public is stupid as fuck and they can't see what's right in front of their face. And that's where we're all being played. We're all being played. And if you feed into these pop culture topics and you dislike somebody over it, congratulations, you are a tool of the powers that be. They're using you like a little toy soldier to do their bidding. And in the meantime, you're mad at somebody you have no business being mad at, while the people you should be mad at are wearing fancy suits, eating fancy meals on your dime, on my dime, on everyone's dime, and no one cares. We see the corruption in the political world. No one will even fucking deny it. You know that all the politicians are fucking crooked and none of them give a shit about us, except in 2 years or in 2024, your ass is going to be right next year. You're going to be right in that voting booth pretending that your vote for president matters because they're playing you like a video game. They might as well have controllers hooked right into your asshole and just be able to push the buttons A, B, up, down, left, right, control whatever the fuck. They got you. Okay? Stand for something, God damn it, or you'll fall for anything. I went to a musical last night. Yeah, I went to the Muni. Me and a wife went to West Side Story. I think it's time for a rewrite on that too. You know? I miss being live. I appreciate everybody who watches, even the people who I say, you know, I have banters with or call racists. I appreciate it. You know, it doesn't matter. I appreciate every watcher, even if there's someone watching me right now who just can't stand the side of my face and you're watching me because you hate me. Thanks, man. You just gave me another view, you know? So I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off here. I'm going to find some shit that I enjoy. I'll go read into this Jason Aldean thing a little more and see, you know, is it racist? Maybe I should start a discussion somewhere. Maybe oil would be the place. Oil is not the place for this discussion. Because then it'll be blamed on the people of Lime, whatever it comes about, you know? I think on my own page, I'm just going to go ask, like, is Jason Aldean, in fact, a racist? I think he's just a turd. I don't think he's a racist. I think he's a tool. I think he's a puppet. I think he's singing a song it took 4 people to write. That's a terrible song. I mean, like, can you imagine trying to dance to that shit? Holy shit. I'll tell you what was confirmed today. What was confirmed for me is that country music sucks. Especially today's pop country. Holy fuck. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great day. Even the people watching me with the snarly lip that don't like me. Have a great day, boys and girls.